life insurance because people are all dying, and not a lot of people have it, and if they do, they don't know what they have, and it's just, it keeps me busy. I got a mic up, apologize. You got the mics in?
Mics
you
are
plug the mics in?
They're almost there.
Oh.
We're okay. It's okay. We're just. This is live, man. We don't edit this.
No.
This is the way it goes. Here we go. Here we are.
Alright. How's everybody doing? You know, I am. This is the. Let me share this out. So we got our Ryan's here. Let's see how the picture is and stuff. Let's get this thing shared out. We're talking about life insurance. It's really not even about how much life insurance you need. It's about how much does your family need when you're not here. Right? How much does your family need when you're not here? Alright, so let me get a scope on a couple things. How's everyone doing? I'm Shane DeGarry with the DeGarry Group, and this is the Insurance Show. Appreciate y'all being here. We're talking about life insurance, how important. You can do a lot of things. You know, we're also at All Live Media. I want to thank All Live Media, Cash Now, Ray Abood. I want to thank Ryan Julius and Brian Ryan, and appreciate everyone out there. You know, it's important. Your family, if your family's important, which obviously you work, so that's why they're important. Most people don't even realize how, you know, the coverage they need. And that's something I realize is a lot of times people are like, Shane, I just didn't know that I could get it. Just today I helped someone out with life insurance that, you know, had some medical stuff going on. They didn't know they could get it. And I helped them get affordable policy. Start off and get a starter policy. Get something. I know you want everything, but get something.
You know, I got to deal with that in the home industry. People want to start off with their dream home, and they need a starter house, and it's the way it goes. You got to start with something.
You got to
have shelter, right?
Right.
You got to have something
somewhere.
Yep. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So how's everyone out there? Let's get this thing going here. Let me check and see what's going on. I guess this needed to be plugged in there.
If you're watching right now, please hit the share button, share and invite this out. If you're driving by the studio, please take a look at the flashing lights outside. Typically when they are on, we're in here taping, right?
Yeah, we're in here.
We're in here doing it.
And stop by, the door's unlocked, I believe.
Is it? Sorry.
I mean, if you want to check, but I believe it is unlocked.
Okay, let me go take a look on that. I'll be right back.
But anyway, we're talking about insurance, and you know, mostly we're talking about life insurance, final expense. You know, I mean, if you have a house, is your mortgage protected? You know, so that your family doesn't have to move out of the house. People want their family to stay in their home, but yet they don't have a plan for it. Most people, I mean, do you have life insurance if you are curious about getting a price? I tell people, get a quote. Get a price. It's a lot more affordable than you think. And we can make a policy to what you can afford. Almost, you know, most of the time, I don't want to say nothing's 100%, but more times than not, we're helping people out. You know, people don't think, they think they have to be healthy. It's not true. There's companies that specialize in all kinds of conditions. If you have an illness, if you're on insulin, if you're taking some pills for high blood pressure, cholesterol, overweight, smoker, if you have cancer, if you have a terminal illness, I mean, you know, contact me and I'll let you know what's out there if there is anything. I mean, you know, you might be 80, 70, 60, 40, 20. Contact me. You might want it for your kids, your grandkids. You might want to be able to say, hey, my mom or dad doesn't have any life insurance. Can I pay for it? They can't afford it. Can I pay for it since it's in my interest? Yes, you can. So message me, depending. But just message me and I can answer your questions. So Ryan. So I don't know where Ryan went, but he left again. The screen is not taken care of right, so let me go back there. Ryan, I need you, bud. So he has to tap on the screen once he comes down here. So let's see. By the time I take my mic off and get around to the other side, he will come down. All right, so give me a second. This is the life insurance show with the DeGarry Group. I am Shane DeGarry with the DeGarry Group. We do other stuff. We do Medicare. We do the Medigap policies. We do annuities. And we do life insurance. Whole life, term, universal. All that different stuff. Guarantee UL. But message me if you want to find out about a policy. If you would like, tell me what you want to get covered and tell me what your budget is, and then we'll work with that. We'll see if there's something we can do to help you out. But we're talking about life insurance today with the DeGarry Group. I am Shane DeGarry. You can contact me 717-495-3324. I don't know what Ryan's doing today, but so I went and fixed the camera because he was busy. So
Okay, good, thank you.
but how's it going, Ryan?
Good. Good.
Nice.
I closed the door upstairs and
Those chargers actually work from those plugs. I plug stuff in every night, so I know they work from there. So
okay, good.
yeah. So but you like to stretch that cord? That's cool.
That's the only one that.
I appreciate it.
Do you think that one will? Do you think another one's long enough to?
No, but it can go from those, so it doesn't stretch out. But that's
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah. Oh, the Apple TV mirroring.
Yeah.
Nice. So what are we talking about? Life insurance? Are you covered? Do you have life insurance?
I do.
Why'd you get it?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because in real estate, I mean, I've had a ceiling fall on my head. You know,
I remember that.
You remember that? I have. I mean, I didn't see that coming, and it made me think: what if I would have died? I did have life insurance before that happened, though. And it's at the end of the day, it's sleep insurance.
There you go.
I can sleep at night knowing that if I pass away, sometimes it happens. I mean, a lot of people die, right?
Well, everyone's gonna.
Yeah, a lot of people die. So it's really simple. I want to be able to know that my family's taken care of after I die. I don't want them to figure out that, holy cow, a funeral costs like $20,000.
Right? People don't realize that that's how much it costs.
And all the stuff that goes with it. I don't want them to learn a hard lesson in life that they're going to have to, move out of the family home and because they can't depend on my income.
Yeah, it gives you, like you said, sleep insurance,
And
right?
you know what? My family can get along for a few years without my income. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But I'm still relatively young. I'm in my early 40s. And for me, it had to do with my children and my wife when I made the decision to pull the trigger on that. Because what are they going to do without me? I mean, they devoted so much of their life to me, and then you have kids on top of it with the person. It means a lot, and I wanted to protect it, and I wanted to protect them. That's why I did it.
And was it affordable? I mean, everyone has.
I'll tell you what,
it
was extremely affordable for me. I know that I personally am probably, I don't know what people make, but for me it made a lot of sense. I'll put it to you this way, Shane. I spend more on my cable bill, a lot more on my cable bill than I do on that.
Right there. And you have an affordable package that's going to make sure that your family's going to be okay.
My family will be okay.
And that is sleep insurance right there, I'll tell you.
You know, something else that I find really cool is that I really didn't know a lot about the life insurance or any type of insurance. Really, I mean, I knew what mortgage insurance was, of course, but I didn't know a whole lot about it. I am now finding that there are other types and things else that I'm interested in because it helps prevent.
Well, like you talked about, if you're a partner in business, the buy-sell agreement or business continuation. The example of us being in this business is, you would think, like, people are good at business. That doesn't mean that there's other companies that protect you. Like, we get people on social media, all live media, right? That's where we are today.
That's where we are.
Right? So, how are you gonna, if you're a partner with someone, when one of you dies, because it's gonna happen, how's the business gonna continue?
It's a good question. I mean, we've been doing real estate enough to know that in owning different types of corporate and commercial complexes, that does happen, and it happens more often than what people might think. It really does.
And is it affordable? The thing is I tell people, can you afford not to have it?
It's a good question. That's a better question, I think.
Because they couldn't afford not to have it, could they? They couldn't afford it to not have it.
Well,
Because if they had it,
you know what?
the
It's more than that. Can their family afford it?
yeah,
What can you go out, you work all these hours every day, and what is it that your family gets out of that? Well, they get shelter, they get a lot of other things, and you want to continue your work, right? Even after they're gone, so they don't have to go out and find a house and do all that hard work that you did.
Yeah, and just like it said today, what is your family gonna need when you're not here? Are they gonna miss your income? What are they gonna miss about you not being here? What is your family gonna miss about you not being here?
I mean, you're gonna have all the normal stuff, but part of that normal stuff is the financial aspect of it.
I mean, are you gonna be able to keep your home? Are you gonna be able to keep the cars? You see it. I see people. They have to. The cars get repoed or they turn them in. It happens all the time.
Do you know how many people that come to me after something has happened and they're rebuilding their life because of a death? And it takes them years. Sometimes people's credit is ruined. And I could go on and on and on, which all could be prevented.
By having coverage, right?
It could all be prevented. Think of your loved ones, right?
By having some affordable coverage. It's not.
Yesterday was what day? I know you celebrate April Fool's Day, but I celebrate Easter. And long story short, that really, it reinforces you after a day like that.
It does.
So I had one of the, I probably, I'm not embarrassed to admit it. I had one of the best Easters I've ever had in my life.
You did
yesterday.
too, didn't you?
I really did. And I can't imagine that not wanting to continue. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I want it to continue. But even if I can't be there, I still want them to have great Easters and Christmases and live in the same house they're in now and be able to go to college if they choose to, or a good trade school or whatever it is. I want opportunity for my family. I don't want my death to end that for them. Does that make sense?
No, that makes 100% sense.
So you asked me why I did it. I mean, these are all the reasons. And a day like Easter yesterday really brought it home to me. I mean, I'm sure some other people out there didn't have as good of Easter as I did. I hope you all did, though. My question is, how many do we have left?
You never know, do you?
You just don't know.
Please share and invite this. What are we talking about? Life insurance?
Life insurance.
What does this say right there? Tell the people.
Priorities, man. More people protect their things with insurance than protect their loved ones with life insurance. Here are the numbers, right?
They're right.
79% of people have car insurance. I know around here you're mandated to have it, aren't you?
Yeah, you have to. But
you have to.
What?
Why?
But I had a car accident with someone that didn't.
Okay. Well, home insurance, 67%. I know this. When you buy a house today and you're using any type of money from another place, you have to have insurance. So, unless you're buying it all cash, you don't technically have to have insurance on your home. But every other way you buy it, you do. What does that say about insurance?
The importance of it, right?
Right.
But what does it cover? I mean, seriously, what does it cover?
What does home insurance cover, or what is?
No, but any insurance, it protects you for what you can't afford to protect out of pocket.
Yeah.
Right. So when you have a car, if you can self-insure yourself, and some companies actually self-insure themselves,
I'm sure they do.
Then you self-insure yourself. But there's not a lot of people out there that can self-insure. So you're going to lose what you don't have if you don't have it. So if your family can't pay your mortgage, then what do you have to do that? Do you have the savings? Or do you get an affordable policy for pennies on the dollar so you can pay it off? And that's what it is.
Have you tried to pull the money out of a bank after someone died and they're on the same account? Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried, I mean, you need a death certificate, right? And you need a bunch of other stuff. I don't know, man. And quite honestly, if you pull stuff out of, let's say you're talking about a 401k, for example, and you're pulling it out pre-retirement, like my family would be, you're getting it at a fraction of what the real value is, without it going up and growing to its full potential.
What if you bought diamonds as an investment for?
Oh my God, that's the word. Don't buy diamonds. Don't buy them.
I mean, you're saying it like you know
Oh my
something.
God, don't
I mean,
buy diamonds. I want to tell you why, because
But is life insurance the opposite of it? Because it's pennies on the dollar for your return and it's tax free, right?
that's right.
I mean, serious. We're talking serious stuff. So if you say, look, she can sell the. I mean, people are saying this, Ryan. I know that we're talking, but I've been doing this 12 years. People say, listen, she can sell she can sell my wedding ring, or they can sell my wedding ring.
Oh, I can sell my jewelry, right?
Yeah. Are they really going to get that money? I mean, let's be
You're
real.
gonna get a fraction of what you paid.
I mean,
for.
a fraction,
a
like a small fraction. Like if we're talking, let's say
30%?
if it was worth $100,000, what would they really get?
Maybe 30 grand.
You think?
Maybe depending on a lot of factors.
That's way high end, dude. And then it's considered income.
I know it is. I know it is. You get 1099 for
Right?
that stuff when you go and sell
So you don't just get to get rid of it.
No, I know.
They're like, oh, you don't just go say, hey, I paid for my funeral or I paid for this. That's not how it works.
it. No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right.
There's only one tax-free thing. But it's like this. If you want mustard on your hot dog, do you put mayonnaise on it?
No,
No, I mean, I'm not even being funny. But why?
because you don't want it.
But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you put that on there? Well, if you want mustard on your hot dog, would you use ketchup?
No.
So then why would you not use life insurance when you pass away?
Well, I think anybody who passes away would wish they had it.
It sounds funny when I say that, right? They're like, do you hear that guy? But that's exactly what you're doing when you don't have life insurance. You're trying to replace it with something else and say, use that. I mean, like what? You haven't heard it? Hey, sell the house. Listen, classic.
Sell the house.
Is that going to happen?
Probably not in a lot of categories. I mean, some people don't realize it.
Do they have access to go and sell a house like that? First of all,
No.
can they just be like, yo? I mean, do they refrigerate a
I'll
body
tell you
for
what,
you?
Cash Now is set up for that. And if you need money quick, we come and give it to you. Cash Now, we buy all real estate. But yes, we deal with people with that all the time.
What about refrigerating the body? That sounds funny, I know, right?
Costs
And
too.
I've been doing
It's
this.
like an expensive hotel room.
But can you call a funeral home and say, look, can we put this off for a couple of weeks? Can you hold the body?
I don't think you can. We should get Ricky in here and ask him.
Right. You know what? We should, Ricky, if you're on here, would you please come in as a guest?
We would love to talk about this.
Yes, because people, they don't understand the reason that there's a funeral or something right after someone passes, because there has to be.
Let me ask you
The
something.
system is
Other than the
designed.
casket and the flowers at the funeral, what else are you paying for?
Well, you know what? That's a good question. So let's pull some of that up.
I mean,
Let me
you
pull
want
up-
flowers, you gotta dig a hole. I mean, I know I'm being pretty, I don't know what you'd say about this, callous about it, but,
No, but
I
let's-
know one thing.
We're gonna pull this up. Hold on a second.
I know one thing, to dig a hole, to flowers, embalm the body, right? We still embalm, refrigerate it, transport it here and there. There's a lot of charges.
Oh, here it is. Hold on, I gotta take this call. Hey, how are you? Can you talk to him? Hey, do you have that password? I was gonna change and put me on that page. I'm on live, so hold on a second. Let me get off here for 1 second. Do you have your password for that?
For me personally, getting
Are you
life
there?
insurance was a big deal because it helped me feel a
Oh.
lot better. I believe these statistics. It's from it's from a insurance program that is an insurance barometer study by lifehappens.org. Check this website out. It has a lot of great statistics like this one. 8 in 10 say that a married person with young children need life insurance. Think about that. 8 in 10 people, 80%. Most people are saying, if you have young kids, you should probably have life insurance, because what if you die? The other side of that is just brutal. I'm excited to just not be having to worry about it. It makes a lot of sense. Let's see what the next one says. What is mortgage insurance? And it is insurance that you take out for a period of time that you have the loan on your house. And what it does is if you die while you're paying it off, you know it's going to pay it off. And probably then some. Like Shane was saying, you want to contact him, get affordable rates, and to get your mortgage protection. So we kind of went over that. Let's see what else we got here. I bet you didn't know about mortgage protection insurance. He sells a lot of it. It's for a good reason. Bet your life insurance beneficiaries know about your policy. You know, that's something I think is real important. You don't want to give them a surprise and be like, hey, I just or they have to figure it out. I mean, they're already going through a lot. And they don't have to. You shouldn't have to make them figure out that they have life insurance. I think Shane's locked out. Hold on a second here. I'll be right back.
Alright.
We're back.
Guys, listen, here's the thing. When it comes to life insurance, okay, and I should have my phone on Do Not Disturb. We're going to have to change that cord because that's just too tough. How's everyone doing? When it comes to life insurance, you know, it's something that should be not a luxury for you. People think it's the first thing that goes. But look at your family. Adam, how are you? Bill Have, how are you? If you don't have life insurance, guys, it's ridiculous. You're not covering your mortgage. You're not covering your paycheck. It's mortgage protection. It's paycheck protection. It's everything that you do every day when you go out to work. It brings that home when you're not there to bring it home. Does that make sense?
It does.
Every day when you go out to bring home, for whatever you do, you sell cars, you sell whatever you sell, you work, you bag, you work construction, you're a traffic control person, you work at the hospital, doesn't matter what you do. You need coverage for when you're not there to do that. And if you don't have that, your family's going to suffer. These are facts.
That's right.
These aren't facts that I made up. These are facts. So here, let me move some of this around here. I want to pull up some. Oh, well, this doesn't work over here? I was going to pull up something. Hold on. So please share this out. Adam, what's up?
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing and inviting right now.
You're awesome. I appreciate you.
So sharing this out.
Ryan,
This is the insurance show with Shane and Gary. He is a life insurance broker. Can answer a lot of your questions. We have a couple questions. Can I get to a couple questions here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. First question is from Justin from Winchester. And Justin wants to know, he says he has 2 young children, and he's in his early 30s. Is someone his age, can he get life insurance? Can someone that, what are the age requirements, I guess is what he's asking.
Well, really, from newborn to like your 80s, 90s, depending on your health, I can pretty much get anyone if they really want to find out about coverage. You might not always get what you're looking to get, but you can get something, right? Like if you ever bought your first house or your first car, you wanted like a Camaro, a Corvette, a Mercedes, but it might not have been your first one, right?
That's right.
Your house might have not have been the first thing. So, go ahead.
I got Dan Burry on, and Dan is asking. Dan is from Lancaster, PA, and Dan wants to know about putting life insurance on his parents. Can you put them on in case they die?
Good question. You know, I have a lot of people now, hi Gregory, that get insurance. If you have a vested interest, and I can explain a reason to get insurance, and your parents would be one of them, because they might not be able to afford it, they might be on a fixed income, then this gives you the opportunity to be able to, instead of paying on the back end dollar for dollar or even more, you can do tax free. So yes, you can get a policy on your parents. Okay. Look at that. 3 and 4 women find are responsible. No, don't slow that down. I want to throw them. Yeah. So I'll read them as they go through, and you can answer the next question. When looking for a partner, people are more willing to overlook bad financial habits. Was one of the answers. They maybe are going a little too fast, but that's okay. Answer the next question. We're having fun.
Okay, we have a question from Jeremy from Frederick, Maryland, and Jeremy wants to know about life insurance for his children.
Yes, you can get a policy. There's a lot of reasons you can get life insurance for your kids. I had a client last week that wanted to pay for their grandkids' colleges. So they got policies out on their grandkids, and they got policies on their kids.
Okay.
So there's different types of policies. You can pay for them different types of ways. So that's a good question. Message me, and I can give you the details, because everyone's situation is different.
Ryan Engel from Oakwood, California. Hi, thanks for watching. Quick question about he wants to know where's the best place to keep a life insurance plan? What do you do with it after you get it? How do you let people know that you have it?
You want to make sure that you let all your beneficiaries know that they're the beneficiaries on your policy. Okay? And it's filed with the state insurance department, the policy. But keep it where you keep all your safe papers. I mean, that's a personal decision where you keep it, but make sure that people are going to have access.
Is there you put it in a fireproof safe? What do you do with it?
Well, it's filed with the state, so it's already on the records with the state insurance department.
So it's there.
So it's already on records. So wherever you want to keep it is where you want to keep it. That's a personal decision. A lot of people, you know.
Harry Lee from Alexandria, Virginia, is asking about whole life insurance, and he wants to know what's a typical rate look like, and do they consider your health for this?
Life insurance is based on your age and your health, right? So that's all what it's based on. And as an independent broker, independent insurance broker, I just go shopping for you, and we figure out how you're going to get the best rate you can based on your age and your health.
That's excellent. I have one last question from Shannon Foster from Oakwood. Where's that? I'm having a hard time reading this. Anyway.
It says Oakwood, California.
Thank you. And
he thinks I need glasses.
I didn't come on, check Shane. I need to get some glasses, man.
So.
And long story short, she wants to know, can you buy too much life insurance?
Well, you can cap it out. You can't just get all you want. There is a cap. But I got to tell you, I don't know too many people that are capped out.
Okay.
But yes, you can't just buy all that you want. You think about most of the stories out there that people, you have to think about it. Look at your loved ones. Don't think about life insurance in the way of how much I need. Look at them and think, and if you really want to be serious, you're serious about your job, you get training for your job, why not get serious? And I can do a free review I want to play this, so hold on, please. But get serious about it. Contact me, I'll do a free review. I'll explain to you, everyone's situation is different. But I've been doing this a long time. I've helped a lot of people that wanted to make sure they protected their family. Let me see if I can pull this up quick.
My mom died for his 24th birthday, and my brother is 7 weeks old. They left my dad to be a single dad with 2 little kids. My dad always had a sense of humor. Even in
you need to open that door, Ryan.
Very horrible times, he'd find something funny about it. My dad would take us to the park and we'd, have a catch or play. And my dad always found something for us to do. And he turned going food shopping into something fun.
Eddie was larger than life. Eddie would walk into a room and you would know that he was there.
He was a contractor, so when business was booming, he had money, but when times were rough, then it was really hard.
I was in 8th grade when my dad first started getting sick. And then they informed him that he had hepatitis C and cirrhosis of the liver, end stage.
I think it was so hard for him because he didn't have insurance and then he had to give up his job.
It got to the point where something so simple as getting dressed, he couldn't do by himself.
So she had to leave school so that she could help take care of him and her brother, who was still really young.
My dad went into a coma in our house, and the doctor said, sat me and my brother down and said, you guys have to make a decision. Do you want to take him off life support or keep him on? So it's a really tough decision for an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old to make. And he passed away that weekend. When my mom passed away, she didn't have any life insurance. So it left my dad in a situation where he really struggled, to make ends meet. So he got a life insurance policy for himself and made a will. But then, as times got tough, and that was one of the bills he stopped paying for a while. So after he became sick, he went back and got a small life insurance policy. If he didn't have that, he would probably wouldn't have been able to have a burial or anything.
And after he passed away, she had to take full responsibility for her brother. She didn't have to, she chose to. She went from
John Luke.
being a teenager to a mom.
I went and got guardianship of my brother, went back to working full time. There was a summer I worked 96 hours a week to keep things going. I always had a full-time job, but then I'd always find a part-time job to catch up, you know. The car breaks down and your heat's more 1 month.
She is fiercely independent and very strong. And she did a wonderful job.
I went to all my brother's parent-teacher conferences and, you know, baseball games and things that my dad would have done.
I don't know what I would do if she wasn't in my life after my dad died. Because she was kind of like that rock.
I knew I couldn't finish high school. I just went to the community college and I got my GED. And then I signed up for college. After a semester, I realized that I could be a nurse. So I decided that I should switch my major to nursing.
This is the story of why you need life
An
insurance.
exceptional student. It's because she has worked very hard.
I couldn't be more proud. I know she'll be a great nurse. And, you know, the sky's the limit, and she'll deserve every second of it.
I think people need to hear my story because nobody thinks they're going to die, but anything can happen at any time. You can't take it for granted, and it's definitely important to have life insurance because dealing with death is hard enough. Dealing with death without any money is extremely hard. It's definitely important to have life insurance, and I definitely will have it.
You heard her. She said it right there. Listen, don't go without life insurance. Sorry about the microphone. Don't go without life insurance. It's crazy. Why would you have anything else and not have life insurance? Protect your loved ones. Terrible show.